People of the Outer Banks, it is time for action. We've been very civil. We've gone to Congress. We've worked with our local government, our state government. No one seems to be listening. It's time for the people of Hatteras Island to rise up in defiance of these animal-murdering fascist despots. Using a judge who defends the mercenary groups of Blackwater, this peon, Judge Boyle, who by decree decided to shut down our beaches with an executive order as the pretext. The beaches should remain free and open. It's a civil liberties issue and it's a constitutional issue. The recreational park was created by law, by Congress, the way laws are supposed to be made. It was overturned by Judge Boyle by decree using an executive order as the pretext. Neither the judicial branch nor the executive branch overturn laws. It's up to Congress to make laws. That's in the Constitution. That's in our state constitution and federal constitution. Judge Boyle's act is unconstitutional. And it's insane. There are less birds now. The island is suffering from massive unemployment. Businesses are closing. And you can't go to the beach. I couldn't take my son to the beach. I have now moved. I no longer live on the island. This is a detriment to our culture and our heritage and to our visitors who enjoy our recreational park. I know from the motel business that we had annual visitors that brought their kids, that brought their grandkids. They've all been going to the Point. They've been enjoying the beaches in Hatteras, enjoying the beaches in Avon and Buxton. We can't do that anymore. We can't provide that for them anymore, and they're leaving. And this is all through the school system as well. We need students, we need parents, we need every islander out there. We're going to meet at the Point in Buxton. And in a unified fashion, we're going to cross the silly ropes the Park Service Nazis have placed up. We're going to enter the Point and we're going to squat there and we're going to demand attention and freedom. We need to film this. They are not going to drag everyone down to Manio. They cannot arrest everyone. They can issue tickets. Refuse to pay them. When they ask you what your name is, every single person's name, man or woman, I want you to say, my name is Thomas Jefferson. Everybody say the same name. You harass the hell out of them because they don't deserve any respect. These are little Eichmann, these Park Service goons that are murdering animals and shutting down our beach. It's America's beach. March 19th. 3 o'clock, as soon as the bell rings at Cape Hatteras School, we're going to be transporting people out to the Point. We're going to gather in front of their silly little marker line. Then we're going to cross, we're going to sit, we're going to stand, we're going to bring our signs, we're going to protest. And you need to film it yourselves because the little island papers do nothing but preach to the choir. And we know the mass media is going to ignore it. You've got to film it and you've got to put it online and I'll get it to Congress and we can get this done. Free and open beaches for the Outer Banks. They're going to announce when they're closing the beach. And the day after they close the beach, go to the Point en masse. Have a little island meeting. We're going to go there by the hundreds, probably by the thousands. Bring food, bring some drinks, bring some music because we plan to stay there. We're going to stay there until they reopen our beach. Until we get some media attention. They need to helicopter some people in. This needs to be on television. This should be on mainstream media, not some local rag. No offense. Go past the little park Nazis, stupid string sign rope. Go in with everybody and stay there. We'll have people going back and forth to town and back to bring in some hot dogs, some drinks, some whatever. And we're just going to have a good old time at the Point like we're supposed to be allowed to do anyway. In Egyptian style, just stay there until they listen. They do not have the means to remove everybody. And if cops, listen to me. We will resist. I will resist. And I'll win. You're a traitor. You are a traitor to the island if you try to arrest or lay a finger on anybody in this protest. Especially if you're from the island. And we know where you live. It's time to act like an Egyptian. Go out there en masse. You have speeches prepared. Anything you want to say to these Park Service Nazis, Audubon nuts and these freaks who have up the beach already acquired land for birds and then turned it over to privatizing and put condos on it for millions of dollars. These hypocritical little lying sacks of bird crap. people will be out there with cameras. There won't be any stupid 3-minute limitation crap. You get out there and you say your piece. It is your livelihood. This is our life, our beach. You say what you want. I want everything on tape. I'm going to take all of this to Congress. Don't be violent, but don't be a pussy either. Just saying, hypothetically, the numbers are on your side. The brown shirts aren't going to do anything because they're used to just bullying around little animals and stuff. They don't know what to do when people show up in mass and resist their fascist quasi-government occupation of our land. They're not from here. They're not from the island. It's guys with guns patrolling around shooting animals and preventing you from entering your own public property, as is congressional law. We need this protest to get the mass media attention that's needed because this is really a no-brainer issue. As soon as people know what's going on and it's exposed what these creeps have been doing to people, it will be over because they don't have a leg to stand on. They don't have any science to back up their claims, and they cannot justify it legally. It is a park. It is not a wildlife refuge. Pea Island is a wildlife refuge. Hatteras Island is not. That is a public park and always has been. It's wrong and illegal for a judge by decree to simply decide to change it. That is unconstitutional. And I thank Ron Paul for co-sponsoring our bill, and I thank the other Congress critters who I normally can't stand for putting their names on it and finally trying to do something right. But it seems to be dead in committee indefinitely, and we really need to push for this to either reinforce the original bill or pass a new one that opens our beaches and keeps them open, and no more foreign occupiers. And the next time the Audubon Society and the Southern Environmental Law Center and the rest of these fanatic environmental kooks who do not care about the environment, we've caught them red-handed profiting, they are just trying to privatize land. The Park Service does the same thing. They pay themselves more to police the beach than to keep it open. They haven't kept any of their promises. They don't prevent beach erosion, they cause it. They burn forest downs in Rodanthe and cause the beach to erode every year. The road's been washed away several times. It's underwater half the year. They don't do anything. If they're not going to service the park, we don't need a park service. We don't need them. I think we should have a referendum to make them wear pink uniforms. They should not be on our island, and every single business needs to refuse to serve them. It is perfectly legal to boycott a fascist occupation, quasi-government, foreign horde of animal-murdering psychopaths. You tell them you can't eat here, you can't buy gas here, and in fact, if you see a Park Service person or vehicle around, you are welcome to voice your opinion and tell them that you think they're a bunch of fascist brown shirt Nazi assholes. People of Hatteras rising up. Woo! You be there. You protest. You come in mass. You tell them to get the fuck off our island. Open beaches now and forever. None of these plover Nazi crap has nothing to do with the bird. It has everything to do with economics. We have the law on our side. It's our beach. It's our country's park. It belongs to the people of the United States. This is not just North Carolina. This is for everyone. Rise up. If you want to come down from Virginia or up from South Carolina or some other area, you be there. You meet in Buxton. We're going to the point. We're going to tell these fascists to get the fuck out and give us our beach back.